One of the other questions I want to come to, but it's the idea, the reality of us all living together. How do you cope with, how do you help family members when they're freaking out and are scared about all of this? My spouse is naturally more anxious and the anxiety is heightened. Lashing out is grumpier than usual, is more irritable. It seems to come in waves. What do we do?
That's a hard one because I think for us to be as helpful as we can be, we have to be as calm and as stable to be able to manage someone else. But as Sandra said earlier about a parent having to hold many of the feelings for the child if the child can't tolerate them, sometimes we are put into that role as well with another adult, and that's a tough one. But taking a deep breath and saying, yes, I get it. Again, joining with them to let them know that they are not alone in what they're feeling and that you are there to support them.
And also to remember that every human being is being stretched right now in a positive way, in that whether you are cramped quarters with too many family members and you can't escape one another, or you're in complete isolation, you're being stretched. You're finding out the best of what's in you right now. And on many days, we'll feel like you're also finding the worst that's in you because of the fear and the frustration and the loss of structure, all the things we've been talking about. But it is an opportunity to check in with people. You're going to get closer, kind of whether you want to or not, in a situation like this, to be able to say to somebody, like you talked about, somebody who's just grumpier than usual and lashing out, to kind of pull them aside and say, what do you need? What do you need right now? What could we do? What will help? And those answers might be hard to come up with, but based on what both of you have also already said, Sandra and Bruce, it's checking in with people, holding the feeling, letting them know it's okay. It's okay. We're all going to handle this differently. Some people, the close quarters are going to be more difficult. For other people, the isolation would be more difficult. If you're a natural born homebody like me, this is not that difficult. Other people who are highly social, this is going to be a very challenging time. So different people are going to need different solutions based on their baseline, based on what their comfort level is in the world, because now the world is in their home. One of the amazing things about this time is that it has reduced all of the pleasures of life and all of the ambitions of life to three things, I think. If you have a home, if you have any source of income coming in, and you are in good physical health, meaning you have not contracted the COVID-19, you're in clover right now. 4 weeks ago, this would not have been the case. Right now, if you have those three things, you are living like a king in this world. Not everybody will have that. Some people will have 2 out of 3. Some people will have 1 out of 3. Some people will have 0 out of 3. And depending on how many of those they have right now, that's how much we need to rally for those people, I think.
Thank you so much for saying that. It's very touching in this moment to me, the things that you just said, and also as a clinician and person, a way that we have to balance. We have to balance these things, balance anxieties, balance the stressors. Another way of doing that is exactly, Paul, what you just said. Recognize and have gratitude for what we do have. That can be very challenging to do. It can be an opportunity for that, but it is challenging, for sure. The same way I wanted to mention around with a couple, that it's challenging and difficult, whether it's spouses or parent to child, a difficult situation, difficult challenge, and an opportunity to get closer